Okay, why does oil and water do not mix? Maybe answering how soap works will allow us to understand that a little better. Has a polar or a head. So this whole thing is a soap molecule. We have a head which has a charge and a tail which does not have a permanent charge or is hydrophobic or is nonpolar. So soap has a head which is polar, which has a permanent charge, and water also has a permanent charge. So like two magnets attracting each other, the head of the soap is going to attract the water, and the tail, which doesn't have a permanent charge, will attract the oil, which also does not have a permanent charge. So like dissolves like. Things that don't have a permanent charge or nonpolar will attract things that are nonpolar, and things that have charge that are polar, like water, will be attracted by things that also have charge. So the reason why soap works so well is because this part right here, which is polar, has a permanent charge, will attract the water, and the tail will attract the oil, and each soap molecule then is able to break up the water and the oil, which are really being separated or segregated. And next thing you know, you got a soap molecule between each water and oil molecule, breaking them into finer particles and breaking the water molecules apart from being with each other and not wanting to get involved with the oil because they're not really interested in the oil because the oil do not have charges, and so they stick with each other even after you mix them. So 4B, why oil and water do not mix? That's because water again has a charge and oil doesn't. So magnets prefer magnets because magnets have charge, and they don't like plastics because plastics don't have enough charge for them to attract. So even if you mix some iron or nails with sand, if you pass a magnet on top of it, you'll still be able to collect it. Why? Because charges will be with charges, and they don't like things that don't have charge. So in this case, water does not mix with oil because water prefer the charge of other water molecules. So even if you stir it, eventually the water molecules will find each other due to the attraction. So plain and simple, water molecules don't mix with oil molecules because they have charge. Oil don't. So oil don't really have anything to offer to water, so they stick with each other. And again, these two kind of questions kind of go together, or concept of liking dissolving like. Same charge will dissolve, same charge because they attract. So permanent charge, polar charge will attract, and permanent nonpolar charge will attract oil. Whatever dissolves in oil will not dissolve in water. Whatever dissolves in water will not dissolve in